Okay. Once again, I want to remind people that I don't give any cares whether you love or hate the Kardashians, whether you hate the celebrity culture. I don't care. I'm looking at this in terms of a social issue, as well as part of the reason why I'm reading this is because of the way that the author wrote this article, which I feel is in really, really poor taste. Because we're going to act like it's completely unreasonable when women use the law to punish men who don't deserve it. And some do. I know many, many men whose lives were ruined through litigation. Um, I was almost a part of it as well, but luckily my ex came to her senses at the last moment because this was all about custody battles. And well, seeing as how she has created a situation where my son needed therapy, I think it's safe to say that I was the better parent all along, but I digress. I'm sorry, but just because they do it doesn't mean that it's any more right when men do it to women. And to do it for something that's so petty, so stupid, as the situation that's going on with the whole Kris Humphries, Kim Kardashian marriage situation here. Dude, you're not looking like the adult in this situation. You're not coming off as the better person. You're coming off as a butthurt ex who wants nothing more than to use the law to torture your ex for no other reason than petty revenge. Not to mention, if you're on the birth certificate, you're the father. If you're not with the mother, guess what you're going to have to pay? Child support. I know that California is rather well, I guess you're maybe in New York. I don't know where the hell you are. But typically states are not very lenient about these things. So because of your petty revenge scheme, it's likely to blow up in your face and backfire because she could then come after you, being the father, the separated the separated husband kind of thing here. And this is stupid. And not just because it's the Kardashians or the Humphreys or any of this. This is petty, it's vindictive, and it's unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. And that's what burns me about this. They're using the law not for the sake of the law, not for the sake of actual needs, but because of revenge. The very thing that law should not be enacted to do. It's petty. It's stupid. It hurts everybody involved. And it only lowers you, Mr. Humphreys, as well as this Lindsay lady who wrote this article, when you're cheering this on, when people are supporting this action. So let me get into it. This is written by Lindsay Mannering. I'm sorry if I get that wrong, but Lindsay, you're not an adult. This article is not written on an adult level. I'm sorry. But let me get into it. Kim Kardashian offers Kris Humphries $10 million for divorce, and he's all thanks but no thanks. Really? You're really going to write your title that way? He's all thanks but no thanks? I don't even need to go beyond that to rest my case on this Lindsay lady. How is it she gets to be a journalist, but myself, I'm kind of snubbed in that, but well, I don't care. I really don't care. You know how they say money talks? Well, it don't speak to no Kris Humphries. Oh, God. My friend you, James, would have a coronary trying to read this. This is abhorrent. To know Kris Humphries, that's for sure. Apparently Kim Kardashian offered her husband $10 million to give her a divorce. But Kris was all, nuh-uh, oh God, she literally wrote, "Nuh-uh, biatch." This, this passes as professional journalism? What the hell? I'm sorry, I know you could look at me and my past works and say, well, yeah, but you cursed. That showed how unintelligent your reporting, your vlogging was. Yeah, but this woman's paid. And somebody paid her to write that. Oh my Lord. Chris doesn't want Kim's dirty money. Oh, yeah, because that's not a value judgment. Way to go, Team Lindsay. He wants retribution. He wants to embarrass her like she embarrassed him. Oh, how very big of him. He wants her baby born a Humphreys, no matter that it's not his, just to get under her skin. 10 mil is nothing when you've got revenge on the mind. Stay strong, my man. Oh, dear God. Team Lindsay, you are killing me, woman. Frankly, I could give two shits about their divorce, but I saw the first episode of Courtney and Kim take their self-respect and throw it out some Miami hotel room window, and the show sucked. Duh. But what I found most annoying was how contrived her conversations were about Kim's divorce from Chris. In other words, you're biased. You don't care at all about the actual meaning of this entire situation or where any blame, if any, lies. You just don't like Kim. And with that, you, as well as a lot of society, is just going to take this as a chance to cheer it on because let's stick it to the Kardashians because they're rich, they're snobby, they're privileged. They get to be rich for being rich, or they get to be famous for being famous, and we get nothing. Would you know what to do if you became famous tomorrow? I mean, seriously. But no, I'm sorry. This is petty. This is vindictive. I seriously would not care if I got with Kim and she was like, yeah, Octavius is hung like a baby. I would take the 10 million and be like, yeah, well, this baby's now $10 million richer. And she talks about how Humphreys is not hurting for money. How, he could, hopefully he'll, someday, he would get married in a Christian church if any woman will have him. Oh, I really think that women are so just turned off by Humphreys because of anything Kim said. I know that we're wired to be against each other. Man versus woman, battle of the sexes. Whoever wins with the best reputation, or whoever dies with the best reputation wins. But this, give her the frickin' divorce. I would actually respect you, Chris, if you did this. Granted, it's not my place to say, and I could really care less. I just think that this lowers most men because you're being a douche. This makes you better how? How does this make you or elevate you in any way? Oh, I gotta play out my petty vindictive revenge like a man-child. The very thing you're trying to act as if you're not. Out in the public square, and you're acting as if you have any leg to stand on to do this. Between the two of you, I don't care how contrived it was. I'm on Kim's side with this. You're a giant douchebag, and until you just give her what she wishes, what little respect I had for you, because it was like, hey, you got screwed, is gone. This isn't, go team man kind of thing. And if you believe that, you're an idiot. This is stupid. It's pointless. Even this video about this is to a degree pointless, but I want to point out, because I want people to understand, I'm not going to sit idly by and be like, go team man. When a man is being stupid, petty, vindictive, and using the law for his own revenge instead of what the law is supposed to be about. So I'm sorry, Chris. You lose. Grow up.